Welcome to this video on influencer marketing. Now, this is a broad concept and a really trending topic. We will discuss in influencer marketing. We'll discuss how does influencer marketing work, how to choose the right influencer for your brand, how they influence buyers' journey, how influencers can influence search engine optimization, how influencers can create a positive brand image, how to use influencers to build a community, how do influencers help in social media marketing, utilizing analytics and tracking the performance of influencer marketing, micro, macro, mega influencers, the various types of influencers, local and global influencers, and B2C and B2B influencer marketing. We will discuss all these things over here. If you have any doubt in any of the slides or any of the thing we are about to discuss, you can definitely consult my blog post. The link for the blog post is there in the article in the description. Over to next slide. Now, how does influencer marketing work? As with any other form of marketing, the influencer marketing starts with determining the target audience whom you want to reach for your business. So that is step number one. That is determining the target audience and their interests. What are their interests? What are their needs? Their demographics, everything. But that is also you get from market research. Now the second step is identify the influencers that mostly appeal to that market that you want to target. What are the influencers? Who are the influencers that are most relevant to the industry or the part of the market that you want to target, your target audience? Who are the influencers? Now, after you've done that, the third step is decide on the content you want to produce and distribute via the influencer. So that is your third step. That is you are planning the content that you want to promote via the influence through the influencer. That is the third step. Now the fourth step is define the type of influencer relation that you want to build. Define the role of your influencer. Define whether that would be a sponsorship, whether that would be an advertisement, whether it will lead through content marketing. So define the role of your influencers and the type of influencers you want to the type of influencer that you want to engage. Whether you want to reach a if you want to reach a very high market with broad market which is very difficult to track. You may approach mega influencers or celebrities if that is a local market. So you can approach local influencers. So that would be the fourth step that is to find the type of influencers that you want to engage with. And fifth step would be set your budget for the influencer marketing. What, how would you pay and what you would be comfortable paying. That is the budget for influencer marketing. And lastly, the sixth step would be measuring the campaign effectiveness and making adjustments so that you achieve your ROI and your business objective. So all these are the six steps towards influencer marketing. That is very common with any other marketing strategy. You just it's a little bit modified so for influencer marketing perspective. Now, what do next like? How do you choose the right influencers for your business? So there is something called an ABCC of influencers. A stands for authenticity, B stands for brand fit, C stands for community, that is reach, resonance and relevance. And another C stands for content. All these four types of ABCC combination that would help you decide on the right kind of influencers you want to engage in your business, engage for your business, to promote your business. So ABCC is the framework that helps you determine which influencers to work with. In this picture below, you see that there are many influencers listed here, and most of the influencers they have listed the number of followings, the percentage of the engagements. So ABCC framework, you can use that ABCC framework to understand the influencers and who might you approach for your business. In case you want to find out more about the ABCC framework, you can head over to my blog post where I have in details written what is the ABCC framework and how do you use all the different four different components that I already spoke about. That is ABCC framework. Over to next slide now. How influencers influence buyer's journey. You already know about the buyer's journey. It is a funnel from website visitors to decision and finally to advocacy stage. The funnel, how fast the customers, the potential website traffic from awareness stage to the decision stage and finally to the advocacy stage. How fast people move is the buyer's journey. What influencers do is they make them move faster through the funnel. They resolve the queries that they might have in the product or service in your business, and they help the buyer move faster to the funnel. That is how they influence in the buyer's journey. Now what do next slide? Can influencers influence the search engine optimization process? The answer is yes. They can influence the search engine optimization process. Influencers can work together with content creators and they can produce quality content which has some original research and original insights from the influencer's experience. That will help the website to build the business, to build authority and links. They can also target more relevant keyword with the help of the influencers insights. That will help them to rank. Also, the influencers can ask their community for backlinks to the website content that they have produced together with the content creators. These are some of the ways that influencers can help in search engine optimization. Now, more ways are there discussed in my blog post. Over to next slide. How do influencers create a positive brand image? Now, the influencers they protect your reputation of your brand. They also humanize your brand. That is, you relate a particular influencers with your business. And finally, you also give a face to your business. The influencers can publicize your brand within their network, which causes brand awareness. Also, they provide a positive word of mouth within their community about your brand or your business. The influencers help grow your brand within their community of influence. That is the community member and also some other members who are influenced by their community members. And finally, they influence the traffic that coming to your business, whether your website or whether it's in store, so they increase the traffic. These are some of the ways in which an influencer can create a positive brand image. Now over to next slide. How can you use influencers to build your own community? First thing you need to remember is that your influencers they already have an active community, actively engaged community. You can ask your influencers to promote your content within his community members. Also, you can help them participate within any user generated content contest, say an image, a photo, a selfie with your brand within the influencers community, or a question answer session, FAQ session, ask the expert session. All these things you can promote an event. You can have online webinars that are the attendees would be the members of the influencers community, and those who would like the offerings of your brand or like your any of your content can join your community. So influence community, from influencers community they can navigate to your community if they like whatever you are doing, if they like your product or service. That is how you can use the influencers community to build your own community. Now more on this on my blog post. You can read over there in my blog post. Over to next slide. Now how do influencers help in social media marketing? Over here you can see a statistics that is they can help your brand through Instagram, through Facebook, through YouTube, through TikTok, through Twitter, through Snapchat. All these are platforms that influencers commonly use to promote your brand on social media. That is the statistics within from 2020 to 2025 in the US market. That is how influencers use various social media platforms to promote your brand within their network. That is how they help in social media marketing. Now over to next slide. Now, utilizing analytics, how do you track the performance of your influencer marketing campaigns? Now, already these are already established statistics. That is, 67% of marketers they believe that they can target more audiences or more people via influencer marketing. 61% of consumers they believe whatever the influencers are suggesting while shopping. They believe in what influencers are promoting, what brand they are promoting while shopping. Now also people believe that influencer marketing gives a 11 times more higher ROI compared to any other forms of marketing. So these are established statistics, and these are the benchmarks. Your statistics can be equal to those or even better than those, but you should always try to achieve at least this level of efficiency via influencer marketing. Over to next slide. Now let's discuss about who are micro influencers, macro influencers, and mega influencers in Instagram perspective. Now you see that micro influencers, these are actually called nano influencers. They are typically people with 1,000 to 10,000 followers on Instagram. Those are nano influencers. A slightly bigger is called micro influencers. They have typically from 10,000 to 50,000 followers on Instagram. Then here you have a meter scale. Next, you have something called macro influencers. These are people who have between 100,000 to 1 million users followers on Instagram, and beyond 1 million is called mega influencers or celebrities. These are the various types of influencers based on the number of followers they have on Instagram. These are the tiers of influence, various types of influencers that you find on Instagram. When why you use local influencers, that is people who are very popular within a certain location or in certain locality. So when we use such people, that is local influencers. So one of the ways I can remember is maybe you want to promote your business within a locality. I remembered I saw an ad which of a garment shop which was using a local influencer. That is because it's a garment shop, it's only accessible within a locality. You do not expect people to fly in to purchase from the garment shop. So they were utilizing local influencers for the garment shop. So when we use a local influencer, one is for local SEO purpose, and second might be for local brand building or brand awareness stage. I was again on one day I was seeing a medical diagnostic center. They were also utilizing local influencers. So people would come to a diagnostic center from a particular locality. So they were promoting their shop, or they were promoting their diagnostic center, their medical diagnostic business within location of using local influencers. So these are some of the cases when you use local influencers. You can find more such cases discussed in my blog post. Over to next slide. When why to use global influencers? Global influencers are people who have followings in multiple locations. That is, maybe they are people of India, but maybe they have settled in USA, or people of Middle East settled in US, people of Europe settled in UK. So they have appeared in more than one country. These are global influencers. When your brand can use them, very obviously, when your brand wants to localize from one location to another location, they want to influence people in two different locations. Say, for example, say McDonald's or KFC or all these kind of various, so they can target global influencers to crack through various two different or three different more than two different markets using global influencers. So that is why you use global influence. More examples you can find in my blog post. You can head over to my blog post to read. The link would be there in the description. You can read more examples about global influencers. Now over to next slide. How to effectively use B2C influencer marketing. Now statistics shows that 38% of people believe in branded social media content. That is content that are already available on social media as a part of a brand promotion. Whereas 61% of people believe the influencer's recommendation through influencers. Now you can see the stark difference between 61% of influencers and 38% of social media. So that is a uh, very high difference between B2C influencer marketing from 61%, whereas there is only 38% otherwise. So you see why B2C influencer marketing is more attractive than any other form of marketing. Now what to next slide? How to effectively use B2B influencer marketing. Now B2B marketing itself has a longer sales cycle. That is, people would take more time to decide on before purchasing. They go through various processes and checks before making a purchase. Now, what B2B influencer marketing does is they hasten the process of this from various checks. They influence the process by fast making their decision faster. They can influence in brand building. They can influence in brand awareness. They can personalize your marketing effort. They can build your authority within the industry. So these are some of the ways in which B2B influencer marketing can help track your B2B market. Over the next slide. Thank you. That will be all for this video on influencer marketing. Now, if you have any question, you can definitely comment below this video, or you can put your question on my Coda comment. I would also request you to read a community post, a Coda community post. I remembered I wrote long time back. There was 5, 6 or 7, 8 posts regarding influencer marketing. One of them is how influencers can earn money online without any kind of brand collaboration just by using their community. So that was one of the posts in my Coda community. There was another post I remembered bombarded brand ambassadors and how brands can utilize these ambassadors. So those are some of the Coda community posts. Also, there are that many posts that include about influencer marketing. You can read all these posts in my Coda community. Also, there is a parallel blog running which contains detailed details with explanation and examples regarding influencer marketing. You will find all these links to my Coda community, links to my blog post in the description below this video. Now, in the next video, we will discuss about social listening. Thank you once again and have a great day. Thank you.